fresh, like it's something you can ride to and vibe to. I'm just giving you the keys to survive. Never let society tell you how to begin living your life by following the norm and trends. I warn my friends, don't get blinded by the media. I'd rather be myself, take flight, got a speedy on speed dial. And meanwhile, my dream right beside me with a smile.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan. This is Chengdu, city of gastronomy, and in the subway system right now. This is actually my first time riding the line 7. It's the new line here in Chengdu. It's the first circular line. Here's the train arriving. You can see up here, it covers like the whole city, just like a big circle around the city. It's pretty cool. Today I'm going for what Google Translate calls wound blood wang. This is actually really empty for a train in Chengdu, so I guess this line isn't as popular as the line I'm used to riding, which is line number 1. Wound blood wang. It sounds terrible, but when I did some research, I found out it's actually beef tripe and duck blood soup, which doesn't sound that much better, but it's definitely better than wang blood. Duck's blood with beef tripe soup. I'm not really huge on tripe, but it really depends on the broth. It absorbs flavors really well, so if the broth is good, then the tripe will be fine. The blood puts me off a little bit, but I've had blood in the past. I've had pig's blood in Vietnamese soups, in hot pot, so I actually enjoy it. But this will be the first time I've had duck's blood. That's okay. Just go ahead and cross my path there, Chinese Elvis. Hey puppy, what's up? In China, they'll call blood like blood curd or blood tofu when they put it in food. It's really common across China to cook with blood. Usually pig's blood, goat's blood, chicken blood. But the blood connoisseurs, they say that duck's blood is the best. Apparently it's the cleanest and most nutritious, so I'm excited to try it. So it's close to lunchtime. I'm in the west part of Chengdu, and I'm going to a restaurant that I've always wanted to go to. The translation is have something special restaurant, which just sounds stupid in English, but in Chinese I guess it's a good name for a restaurant maybe. It looks cool, so let's go check it out. Let's go upstairs a little. Wow, this place is super cool. Look at this. It's like old school. We got Mao. We got like, I guess it's fake dirt on the wall. It's like painted. All these communist posters. There's Mao Zedong. 你好，一个。Sure. How? Oh wow, look at this. We got some Chinese pinup girls. And we got like an old lantern thing going on. Pretty cool. Neo Mao Xue. Okay. You go. She said this bowl is for tea. So you can see why I wanted to go to this place. It's pretty cool, right? It does have the patented tables that are a little too short for my legs, but it's okay. I'm used to that. Wow. It's too big. It's massive. How the hell am I getting all that? Okay, well, here we go. This is kind of exciting. This would be my tripe, I believe. Really chewy. Slices of beef in there. This is like ham. People say it's ham, but it's really more like a hot dog. This guy here is made from glutinous rice. She's like, wipe your face if you're gonna be on camera. There's napkins in the drawer. This, I guess, is like a glutinous rice thing. Actually, it's not rice. It might have rice in it, but some kind of bean starch, flour. It's okay. What do we have here? Coagulated blood. Duck's blood. It does taste different than pig's blood. It's good. Obviously, it tastes like the flavors in the soup, but the texture is just soft, almost like tofu, but kind of like there's more friction, if that makes sense. It's really good. I like that. It's the flavors in the soup, though. It's not even a soup. I call it a soup, but this is pretty much like oil. There's broth in there, but you can't drink this. You'll get a stomachache. It's too oily. It's like shuizhu roe. We got some intestine in here. Probably pig. Basically all things that absorb flavor. It makes a lot of sense, really. That intestine's not that great. It needs to be cleaned a bit better. No. I regret that large intestine. It leaves a shitty taste in your mouth, literally. Yeah, slices of beef. Really good. I'm sure there's probably some stuff hiding on the bottom. Oh yeah, bean sprouts. It's another thing that absorbs flavor like crazy. Yeah, this is hearty. This is complicated. It's like the relationship status of a high schooler. There's so much going on in here. So let's break down the name. Mao Xue Wang. First off, Mao means like sloppy or rough in Chongqing dialect. Xue means blood, obvious reasons. There's blood in it. And Wang is the name of the guy who invented the dish. Wang was a butcher in Chongqing, and at the end of the day, he had a lot of scraps that he didn't sell. He was trying to find a way to get rid of them, basically. He didn't want to waste them. So what does he do? And let's just toss it all into a soup. Hell, we'll even include the blood that's been pooling up at the bottom of the bin. Now, Chongqing is on the Yangtze River, very working class place. A lot of ships do shipping there. One of the bigger cities along the Yangtze, on the west part of the Yangtze. So it's highly likely that this dish was popularized by the boat crew members and the dock workers that hung around the piers of Chongqing. Now originally the blood was just poured in raw. They used pig's blood. They just kind of mixed it up and like it was kind of part of the broth. It made it really silky. But nowadays they'll cook the blood usually by salting it and then setting it in a container in hot water, which kind of slowly cooks it and just basically congeals it. I gotta say, this is really good. Yeah, there's a lot of off-cut pieces that people probably don't like, but the flavors in it basic Sichuan flavors. We got our mala, which means like numbing spicy. It's basically Sichuan peppercorns and the chili pepper. And then the oil, there's probably some vinegar, maybe some sesame oil. And it really is typical Sichuan flavors and a bunch of ingredients that absorb that flavor. A couple videos ago I talked about how there's been a lot of dishes here that they've had to take shitty cuts of meat and make them good, so they really had to like think about it before they made these dishes. This is another great example of that. I'm in the middle of a big road, stranded in between lights, full of blood. That was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It is a lot for me. It would be great, you know, if I shared it with somebody, I could get something else on the side, because it's just a lot of blood to eat for one person. But I did enjoy it. It's a pretty tasty dish, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So stay tuned for more next week, Thursday, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, another episode. And Tuesday there will be probably something about Thailand, or actually we're maybe headed into Laos now. But anyway, subscribe below, hit the bell icon to get yourself notified of upcoming videos. And remember, if you want to be cool, if you want to be a stud, hook yourself up with a little Wang's blood.